When I moved to Canada, I made some really bad money mistakes. You know, some mistakes I wish someone had warned me about. And trust me, those mistakes cost me time and money. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you some top money lessons I wish I knew about before moving here to Canada, so that you won't have to learn them the hard way just as I did. But stick around until the end, because I'm going to share with you the smartest money moves I've made that helps to reshape my financial future. So let's jump right into it. Let's look into the first money mistake that I did when I first moved here to Canada, and it was to underestimate the cost of living here in Canada. Canada is just as expensive as anywhere else in the world. Same as your home country. I'm from Jamaica. You might be from Africa, from Jamaica also. But drop it in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from, right? Or where's your home country. So I underestimated the cost of living, the cost for rent, the cost of groceries, for food, for daycare, for everything, right? And I thought my salary was enough at the time when I moved here. I know it's been a while, but when I took a closer look and after settling here and I realized, oh, everything here, the price is so high for everything, man. So that's one lesson I want you to take note of. If you are planning on moving here to Canada, or if you're a new immigrant, try to budget. Try to save as much. And as you know, I will be diving into the other mistake, but a lesson that I want you to learn is not to underestimate the cost of living here. I did a video previously breaking down the cost of living in Hamilton, Ontario. I'm a realtor here in Hamilton, so if you're interested in buying, selling, or moving to Hamilton, let me know. I also have a city guide of Hamilton. If you're not familiar with Hamilton, I'll leave it in the description for you to download it to be more familiar with Hamilton, Ontario. So you can go check that video out where I break down the cost of living in Hamilton. So you have to make sure that you're budgeting for not just what's on paper, but what's logical, right? For food, for rent. The price of rent right now is so high. The cost of grocery, the cost for daycare, for childcare, everything here is expensive. So you have to factor all those in and factor in unexpected costs, unexpected expenses that might pop up that you're not planned for. So make sure that you have extra cushioning of money set aside as a new immigrant here in Canada. Now, just sharing from one of my personal experience here, when I moved here, I was not prepared for daycare to be so expensive. So I moved here as a single mom in Canada. You can check out my single mom playlist, Relocating to Canada. And when I moved here with my daughter at the time, I thought that, you know, life would be okay. I would be able to look after her, pay daycare, and, you know, live the life, live the Canadian dream life. Yeah, just after landing here. But to my surprise, the cost of daycare was so expensive. I had to pick up a survival job working as a PSW. And at that time, the hourly rate was $13. I know that's in 2011. And the hourly cost for daycare was $8. Now, I could not afford that. So I had to send her back home for a few months until I sorted out myself and got settled. So this is what I mean when I tell you that there are a lot of unexpected costs that you have to prepare for if you're planning on moving here or if you're a new immigrant. Now, mistake number 2 is not understanding credit score. Now, where I'm from back home in Jamaica, we have no credit score. We have no knowledge of building our credit score, protecting our credit score. So this was a hard one for me to understand and to be mindful, understanding everything that comes on with building a credit and, you know, maintaining that credit score. Now, here in Canada, everything financially is controlled or has something to do with your credit score. From renting a house, from buying a car, from getting a mortgage, buying a home, sometimes even jobs, they want to know your credit score, right? So if you are new and if you're planning on renting, finding a property to rent, don't be surprised when the landlord asks you for your credit score or even a credit history. Yes, they want you to go to Equifax or TransUnion and to get a whole credit history, right? So lesson that I want you to take away from this is to understand when it comes on to building your credit score, maintaining your credit score. I did a whole video around credit score. You can go check it out right here. But protect your credit score and focus on building it. And one of the ways that how you can start building your credit score when you come here, or if you're already new here, try to get a credit card. If it's even $1,000, use it wisely. What I said, use it wisely, and you're going to pay as you go. Don't max it out, avoid late payments, and don't be afraid to use a credit card to build your credit score. And you know, I like to share my little stories in between. So when I moved here to Canada, I would accept every credit card that was offered to me. Yes, that's how knowledge deficit I was about finances and financial literacy. So I would go to break, I got a credit card. I went to Leon's to buy furniture, I got a credit card. There's credit card from Walmart. There's credit card from different grocery stores. The banks are offering you credit cards. The banks are requesting or offering an increase in credit cards. And of course, I would say yes, yes, yes to all of them. And by the time you look, I have like 5, 6 credit cards. And that is one of the mistakes, because we're not that financially literate. You know, some of us, you might be, but I wasn't that financial literate, right? So you are not mindful of your spending. You land in this first world country with everything, your eyes just popping over everything you see, everything you want. And of course, you're going to be swiping those credit cards. Now, I also did a video on some bad money habits where I dive deeper into some of those bad money habits I had as a new immigrant. Also, when I moved here to Canada, you can go check it out. I'll leave it somewhere here. But that's just how it is here. And you have to understand, you have to be mentally prepared to handle your finances so that you don't go in those bad money habits and have a negative impact on your finances. Number 4 is not investing or not saving early. No, this one you have to avoid it. I've wasted years of not saving or investing because you know what? I thought I would do it later. No, lesson for you is start early. Don't wait until you gather all the information about investing or all the information about financing or all that. Start doing it early. Start putting a little money away for saving. You can create an auto deposit, a separate account, open up a TSA account, RRSP, and let that money start growing from day one. You will be surprised of how helpful this will be of setting up your emergency fund and start saving and investing early. Now, let's talk about that smart money move I made here in Canada. Now, after wasting all those years making all those mistakes, I finally buckled down and I finally came to my senses. Yes, finally came to my senses and started doing some things right? And one of the biggest financial move, the biggest money move I made was to purchase my very first house. At the time, I was a single mom, didn't meet my husband as yet, so I was here with my daughter, and I decided I want to be a homeowner and I want to step into home ownership, right? So I started saving up and I started planning and preparing for home ownership. Now, lesson from here: owning real estate can be a game changer here in Canada. So even if you're not ready, start preparing for it now. And I'll be doing another video on how you can start preparing for down payment. So if that sounds like something that you'll be interested in, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you will be notified when that video drops. Now, if you want to learn more about how to prepare for home ownership, I will put the link to my Calendly down below so that you can book a consultation call with me to help you prepare for your home buyer's journey. Now, I hope this video helps to prepare, yes, as a new immigrant. If it helped in any way or form, I would appreciate for you to hit the like button. Let me know in the comments, what is your biggest money challenge here in Canada? I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around till the end. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.